So today I started my morning at around 7 a.m., which is pretty typical. Depending on my schedule, I usually like to wake up between 7 to 8 a.m. You guys, I've officially reached 6 months at Amazon as a full-time software engineer, so let's reflect on the past half year that I spent working in corporate. To start off, it truly does not feel like I've been working for 6 months. There were certain expectations and goals that I had for myself as a software engineer, and to be honest, I met some of them, but I also did not come even close to achieving a lot of them. When I first started working, I thought that by the time I reached 6 months, I would be able to fully execute a project, or at least have some sort of surface level knowledge of everything. But if I'm being completely honest, I feel like I know less than 50% of Amazon, the tools my team uses, the software, literally everything. Every week, it just feels like there's more and more additions to the list of things that I need to learn. And now I'm wondering how long it will actually take for myself to feel competent. Maybe I'm feeling imposter syndrome, but if I look back to where I started compared to where I'm at now, I actually learned so much, like so much. I used to go into meetings during the first few weeks and have zero idea what my team would talk about. I would know less than half the words my team used, almost as if they were speaking in a completely different language. But at least now when I go into meetings, I have some general understanding of what my teammates are saying, and sometimes I'm even able to contribute to the conversation. Anyways, that was just a short reflection that I feel like I can go on and on about, but maybe I'll make a separate video for that. Just let me know in the comments down below.
You're 32.
31, turning 32 in November.
Turning 32 in November. I just turned 30.
But I think like at that time in my investment.
Hi friends, I am actually on call today, on call this week, and I was paged last night at around 11:30 p.m. and I was already tucked into bed, ready to get a good night's sleep and tackle whatever was going to be thrown at me today as on call. But literally a few minutes into my sleep, I hear a bing 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 sound, and it was actually so terrifying. That was my first ever time hearing my alarm go off in the middle of the night. Luckily, it wasn't at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. when I'm deep into my sleep. It was more so like right as I was about to fall asleep. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating alarm. Wait, I don't even know if that was the right line. Okay, anyways, that was a fail. So actually after my first page, I got paged like 5 more times after, but that's when I realized it's due to an LSE, so nothing was really needed on my end. Anyways, today is also the day of the Super Bowl parade, and so my office is in SLU, and the traffic to getting there is going to be really busy, so Amazon sent out an email saying that we should work from home or work from a different office because getting to work is going to be a nightmare and it's just very chaotic there. And I really do want to check out the parade, but I am on call and I am actually terrified. Like, I'm still new at this. I am still learning a lot of things, and it would be my actual worst nightmare to be stuck in the middle of a crowd and get paged and scramble to open my laptop and hope that my laptop doesn't get licked in the middle of this massive parade. So anyways, that is quite unfortunate, but instead I'm gonna go to the Bellevue office because there shouldn't be any traffic getting there, and I'm taking public transportation. Although I do know that there's a new Raising Cane's being open in U District, and the quarterback Sam Darnold was there at the opening of the first Raising Cane's in Seattle. So I do think there's gonna be a lot of commotion, lots of people in U District, but work is work, and I just know that I eventually need to make it to the office.
Should be all the CRs. You can move on to post info and topics. If not, let's send a meeting in. Thanks everyone.
I don't even know what she said, cause she formed. It's formed. And she got it done. Like the way she forms. And she gon' perform it. Look the same in morning. She don't stop, keep going. I don't even know what she said, but that's what I hear in my head.
He lips it. He
onion, jalapeno, white onion, all salmon. Got the goods. So good. I've officially reached that point in life where I get utmost productivity when I have my cup of coffee. Maybe it's a placebo effect or something, but I genuinely feel like I can't work or even function without a cup of coffee nowadays. Especially because Amazon gives a free drink every day, I've definitely been starting an addiction/habit to caffeine. Anyways, I got my classic iced vanilla latte with oat milk. I just realized I also had a cup of matcha this morning, which I always do, which means I'm getting double intake of caffeine every day. Anyways, you know, sometimes I just need that sweet little drink after my meals. Okay, besides the point, I was going back and forth between a lot of my tasks. For example, I started a UI deployment in the morning. My coworker then merged one of his front-end CRs, so I ended up starting one of my sprint tasks, which was to implement the backend, while also looking at my team's dashboard to make sure that all of our systems were handling the UI deployment successfully. Yeah, lots of moving parts when you're on call, but it's part of the job, and I actually feel like I learn the most when I'm on call, so it creates an interesting experience. It's currently 5:14 p.m. and there's like no one here. It's getting dark. Had a pretty productive day. Luckily did not get paged so far, but I hope I don't get paged at night. That's even worse. Anyways, yeah, I love the Bellevue offices. I wish I worked out of this office. The lighting is so nice. I mean, it is really sunny today. But yeah, I think Christina and I will start heading home soon. With the work. It's 5:30 p.m. Look at Bellevue.
Oh, hi.
Wow. We're gonna go grab Molly tea now.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, and then we'll go home.
You say you feel different when you tell me anything. Compliment my energy is different laying next to me. All I ask is don't make me pull up and get the dope.
We got Molly tea, premium jasmine milk tea, and now we are going home. Seahawks colors. Hi friends, I'm currently back home and I'm getting ready to go on a run. I had a very long, exhausting day. Work was just really busy and I feel like I need to get my endorphins out. Is that the name of the chemical that releases when you exercise? I don't know, but yeah, I always feel great after I run, and right now I do not feel great at all. I don't even know what this week was. It was just, I don't know, being on call mentally does things to you in not great ways. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sure everyone complains about being on call. I'm just an addition to that, but yes. I'll show you guys later, but I recently got new shoes. They're the Hoka Clifton 10s, and they are the most comfortable pair of running shoes that I've ever had. I don't even think I had like a pair of decent, normal pair of running shoes. I just use like regular running shoes, but getting like a solid pair of running shoes like the Hoka Clifton 10s are a game changer. I run sub 8-minute miles now, which is crazy because before I couldn't even run under 8 minutes. But literally in a day, my amount of time changed. So if you guys don't have nice running shoes already, I definitely recommend that you invest in some. I used to make fun of people for wearing Hokas because I just thought that you wore them because it gives you like a 3-inch height boost. But no, if you're a runner, you know. Anyways, not saying that I'm a runner, but I have been trying to run 5 miles every day. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's go to the gym. Hey friends, as you guys can tell, I just showered and I don't have any makeup on, and I think it's time for a mini rant. So basically, had a stressful work day, so I decided to go on a run, and usually running helps me feel a lot better. It releases the right chemicals in my brain and it just puts me in a better mood. I just feel like I'm running my stress away, and obviously drank some Molly tea, and I waited for like about an hour so that my stomach wouldn't hurt too bad when I'm running, but unfortunately an hour was not enough time to digest everything, so I started getting cramps in my stomach, so I slowed down after running a mile. But I don't know why, but I feel like my brain fogged up when my stomach was hurting. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to slow down to walking speed. But obviously there's like that in-between period when you're like running to when you're walking, like speed 7 to like speed 3.3, and during that in-between time my right foot kind of misplaced. I don't know how to explain it, but there's obviously that moving pad, and then on the edge it's not moving, it's stable, and my right foot misplaced and my foot was like half on the moving pad, half not on the moving side of the treadmill. I like kind of moved weird, and when I like kind of tripped, my left foot planted weird and I twisted my knee. That was literally my final straw. You guys, I haven't twisted my knee in a really long time. It used to be a very frequent, but that misplacement of my left foot literally like took me out. It initially just hurt a lot and I wanted to just break down right then and there. Like I just wanted to cry all of it out, but there was also someone else in the gym and I didn't want to just like cry in front of them because hello, it literally looks like I'm breaking down over like a twisted knee. So I came back up and I just broke down in my room. On top of having a really rough work day, I tried to run it off and then ended up twisting my knee, and I'm like, bro, I can't like do anything. But all at the same time, I just feel so stressed because I think I have the type of personality where I just need to go and do. If I don't do anything and I'm just like sitting still, I feel very guilty because I feel so unproductive. I feel like there's not enough time in the day and I just want to fill up my time doing as many productive things as I can because I feel like later on I'll regret it. That's always been a challenge of mine. I always keep myself really busy and eventually I burn out. But today was definitely a reminder to like slow things down and just prioritize my health. Yeah, mentally and now physically I am unwell, and I'm just trying to take it slow. Need to eat dinner, but that was my day. On one hand, felt very productive, but super stressed and overwhelmed, and now physically my knee hurts and I can't really move. I hope your guys' day was a lot better than mine, and I'll see you guys when I am about to eat dinner.